Hi, hello, I'm Maria, and welcome to Self Love Her First. This is a place where women 50 plus we come to prioritize their well being, protect their health, finances, and future with confidence. If you spent years taking care of everyone else, this space was created for you, and I'm excited about it, right? So, I realized something recently, or is it recently? It's been something that's always been in my heart. I'm entering in a new season, not just in my life, but in my purpose. And so, for a long time, people, yes, you have known me as an insurance advisor, and I absolutely love helping people protect what matters most. But over the years, I've realized something much bigger, that protection doesn't just begin with an insurance policy, but it begins with us. It begins within, right? And so, as a woman in my 50s, I'll be 52 this month, I've lived through some seasons that really changed me. I've been that single mom, I've been a caregiver, I've experienced deep loss, I've walked through divorce, I become an empty nester, and somewhere in the middle of caring for everyone else, I had realized that I had forgotten to care for myself. And so that's where Self Love Her First comes from, basically. So, I know I'm not alone. I know there are women watching this who have spent years pouring into their children, their parents, their careers, their relationships, giving so much of themselves that they can barely recognize that woman in the mirror, her, right? So I just made a decision. I decided that this season would be different, not because life suddenly became easy, but because I realized that my well-being matters too. And so I'm just learning to most importantly care for my mind, then my body, my spirit, soul, my emotional health, my spiritual well-being, my financial well-being, and not perfectly, but intentionally. So here I am, that's why I started Self Love Her First, and I want to be into it. I want to continue in this, and not because I have all the answers, but because I'm walking this journey too. Let's walk together. I want this to be a place where women 50 plus feel seen, where we have honest conversations, where we can learn together, share, where we encourage one another, and then where we remember that choosing ourselves isn't selfish. It is absolutely one of the healthiest decisions we can make for ourselves. And so what you'll find here is we'll talk about the things that matter in the season of life. There's women's health, healthy aging, healing, that word, menopause, grief, purpose, therapy, walking, our physical well-being, getting financially confident, retirement, which includes, Medicare, and, make sure we have the right protections, and everything in between. Because I truly believe that well-being is caring for your whole life and not just one part of it. And so, yeah, if you're a woman who spent years taking care of everyone else, I want to invite you to join me as we begin choosing ourselves. One conversation, one step, one day at a time. That's all we have. So I want to thank you for being here. I'm so grateful you found this community. And remember, as always, love your life, protect your life, and live well. And until our next conversation, choose you.